Hey friends, Ash here, welcome back to Gents. Hope that you're doing well. 3D. Winter looks like this. And a lot of people say that it sucks. Now, frankly, I like all seasons. But if you're sick of this, good news, spring is around the corner, assuming you're in the Northern Hemisphere. That's how it works. I'm not the one that put Earth on a tilt, bro. And with that in mind, I want to share with you guys the 10 designer fragrances, the top 10 for spring 2026. We're going away from warm, dense fragrances back to fresh and clean. All of these will be linked in the description below me. Let's begin with a couple of quick honorable mentions. Nowadays, I usually don't even do honorable mentions, but I gotta mention these. Dior Homme Sport. This one is a modern classic. Basically take that fresh, spicy, woody vibe of Dior Homme 2020 and freshen it up. And as I've said a bunch of times, even though it is named sport, it is not really a typical sport fragrance. In fact, most people when they smell this are not even gonna think of that as a gem scent. More so just a really versatile anytime you want scent. And if you're looking for something that is more of a fresh, modern, woody fragrance with a nice citrus pop, check this stuff out, really good. And then the second one, Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum Intense. Now, I've said this a couple times, but the name is pretty friggin' stupid. Also, it kind of blends in with my shirt. The reason though that the name is kind of stupid is because Acqua di Gio is just kind of a mess of like reformulations, changed fragrance smells and bottlings, but leaving the names the same. And so within the normal Acqua di Gio line, you have the Eau de Toilette, that makes sense, the Eau de Parfum, that makes sense, and the Parfum, and the Elixir. And now they came out with Eau de Parfum Intense, which you would think kind of fits in between the Eau de Parfum and the Parfum, but it's actually something completely different. Doesn't smell like those at all. In fact, this smells closer to Acqua di Gio Absolu, which is a discontinued fragrance from years ago, which came in a presentation that looked like this. Completely different, but it's basically like they took that, resurrected it, gave it a little tweak, and popped it in here. Still, really nice fragrance for spring and summertime, and it's what I'm looking forward to wearing a little bit this upcoming season. So those are the honorable mentions. Let's get started. Number 10. And I gotta say, this is one that just caught my eye, and I was like, man, I'm gonna give that some use. It is a scent that has been out for a while, though they have changed it a little bit, like the modern presentation looks different than when it first came out and everything. And it's one that's been rumored to be discontinued off and on for years, but it's still around. Came out in the early 2010s, Luna Rossa Sport. Now they have come out with the new Luna Rossa Carbon Eau de Parfum right this second as I'm filming this video. It is on its way. I ordered it from Europe, but it hasn't gotten here just yet, so I don't know whether it's good or bad or indifferent. This one is classic Prada. It's clean, it's a little fresh, it's sweet, has lavender in there, vanilla as well, also juniper, ginger, and tonka, just like a really simplistic note breakdown overall. And this one's always drawn comparisons actually to the original Le Mans from Jean Paul Gaultier. So it's kind of like in that wheelhouse. Also, interestingly enough, gets comparisons sometimes to Luna Rossa Black. Now, it's way closer to Le Mans than it is Luna Rossa Black, but when you smell both side by side, this one and Luna Rossa Black, there are some similarities between the two. Kind of like how the tonka comes across, maybe. So this one is just a really nice blend of aromatic freshness, sweetness, a touch of powder, and a classic masculine edge with that lavender. It's another one that is named Sport, but doesn't, to me, really smell like a generic sport fragrance, because at least in my mind, when you say sport, the first thing is like, okay, out of the shower fresh, right? Like something I'm gonna spray on that's kind of light and airy and zingy that I would maybe wear to the gym or wear if I'm working out or going on a run or something like that, you know? Or something that you just want to spray on, again, after a shower to just kind of carry over that clean vibe. That's what I think of when I hear sport. This one has a little more going on than that. So don't think of it as just a throwaway, you know, Azzaro chrome type vibe. Nothing against chrome, but you know what I mean. Number 9, Guilty Elixir. So this one gonna be heavier than Luna Rossa Sport by a decent amount. Also more expensive because it's an elixir, and apparently the rules of the road are if it says elixir, that means get out your checkbook. Yay. Thankfully, the performance is here, the quality is here. So if it's early spring when it's, you know, still kind of cold outside, this will work. And as it starts to heat up, it will work even better. Just maybe dial those sprays down a little bit when it starts to get real hot. In terms of the scent profile, smells similar to a blend, a mashup of Reflection Man from Amouage and Pegasus from PDM. In between those two fragrances, I always like Reflection Man more. I think it smells nicer than Pegasus personally, but you know, that's just me. And also kind of funny, I mentioned Luna Rossa Sport gets compared to Le Male from Jean Paul Gaultier. Well, Reflection Man by Amouage also was compared to Le Male by Jean Paul Gaultier. So it's a weird kind of way that you can tie this into this. You could say Luna Rossa Sport has been compared to Le Male, which has been compared to Reflection Man, which has been compared to this blended with Pegasus. So then you may get these and go, oh, I'll spray them side by side. They're probably gonna be pretty close. They're not. No. So as I said, Guilty Elixir a little bit heavier than Sport over here. This is gonna have orange blossom, good amount of it. Also has vanilla in there as well. It has iris, benzoin, and ambrifix, which is starting to be in literally everything. Really good daytime or evening scent. Maybe slightly less versatile than Luna Rossa Sport because it is a little heavier, but still really nice, classy, and expensive smelling because it is expensive. Number 8, L'Homme Ideal Cologne Forte by Guerlain. Now, one thing to keep in mind with this fragrance, it is a limited edition. So basically what that means is it's gonna be hard to find probably within the next year. And for me, the L'Homme Ideal warm weather fragrances have always been basically perfect for spring. You can wear them during summer also, but they have just this creaminess to them, this extra little touch of depth that make them better suited for that transitional season. You know, when it's not full bore, crazy hot, like you're standing on the surface of the sun and you can feel your skin melting off your face, like in Poltergeist, the movie where he's just tearing his face off. Yeah, that type of heat, I don't think that makes sense, but we're rolling with it. But yeah, this type of vibe that this gives, and frankly, almost all the other L'Homme Ideal warm weather fragrances give, is just better suited for spring for me. So yeah, Cologne Forte, if you want a warm weather L'Homme Ideal right now, this is the one to get. It's also because pretty much all the other ones are discontinued and hard to find. And this one does have similarities with those fragrances as well. Talking about L'Homme Ideal Cologne, or Cool, or Platine Privé, or the long forgotten Sport. Again, another Sport. This has similar vibes. So you're gonna get that citrus off the top, good amount of it. Almond, of course. Very faint, little bit of like rind in there off the top, little lemon, grapefruit, bergamot. And the idea behind this one, Cologne Forte, is that it opens up icy. So icy, brisk, fresh, oh nice. And then as it dries down, you get cinnamon that comes out, which is supposed to be hot and warming. And then as well, a little bit of vanilla, vetiver, you know, just kind of a standard like L'Homme Ideal dry down for the warmer weather scent profiles. Performance is good, fragrance smells good. The only drawback is they kind of do legitimately rehash this DNA and then discontinue it and then rehash it again and then discontinue it and then rehash it again, and just they do it like every 2 years. But for now, this is the one to get, and it does smell great, so I am gonna be wearing it. I'm a fan. Even if sometimes I'm like, guys, what are you doing? You could just leave one of them and not discontinue it, and then stick with me here, it's gonna blow your mind. Try something new. Feel like the meme of James Franco. What do you mean try something new? Idiot. Next one, Michael Malul Ginger and Mist. Michael Ja Rule. So this is probably my favorite Michael Malul fragrance right now. That is not one of mine. To be fair though, that does make me biased, right? So yeah, pretty much mine are the best. But this one's good too. Bloop, bloop. Oh, quick update on my fragrances, super quick. So South Slope and West Loop, they're not gonna be in this bottle style anymore. They're going to a new bottle style, and we are clearing these out with the quickness. So we have sent, I think it's like 3,000, just like a mix, to all the TJ Maxxes. Not 3,000 per TJ Maxx, that'd be a lot of friggin' bottles. Just 3,000 overall. So you may find them if you're lucky. It's probably like a couple per store or something like that. You might even find them in Canada. So keep your eyes open for that. If you see them, you can scoop them for a sick price. Those old bottle styles are going away, so they're gonna be in the new ones here really soon. Also, I have 2 new fragrances coming out really soon. Versace Reef French Quarter. your eyes open for that. I'll let you know more soon. And then the other ones, oh, discontinued, so sad. So if you want those, scoop them up now because they're going away. They ain't coming back. So that's gonna be Edgewater, Terra Nova, Jet Black Enigma. All right, so what's the deal with this one? Well, it is mainly what it says at the top there, ginger. Ginger, citrus, woods, pineapple, ultra fresh, brisk, lively. Really, really energetic. The citrus doesn't come across too sharp. It doesn't come across bitter. Just smells amazing in the air. Spring, summertime, perfect. Just the effervescence that the ginger gives with this one to me makes it one of the best scents that you can wear in spring or summertime if you like that note. And I think that it's the best thing that they've done here recently, for sure. All right, we're about to crack into top 5. The next one up, Coral Fantasy. Now, I gotta admit, for a split second there, I was like, maybe I kind of want to rock with Purple Melancholia. Because truth be told, the Born in Roma fragrances, they kind of fit like spring and fall really, really well, a lot of them. But I went back to this one. Yeah, I went back to this one. So opening here, really, really pleasant. It's got a crisp apple, a little bit sweet, like a red apple. Then as it dries down, tobacco starts to come out. Very easygoing tobacco. Not dry, not ashy, not smoky, just a little bit sweet. Not even like an extremely prominent tobacco in terms of how it comes across. It's blended together really well. So it's not that type of scent where you would smell it and go, ooh, pipe tobacco necessarily. Because it's blended together with some aromatic notes, geranium, lavender, once again making an appearance. Then you have a little bit of like a woody, patchouli, vetiver underneath that tobacco once you get the dry down as well. This one you could just about pull off year round. I mean, realistically you could, you know, daytime or evening. But I think that just if you're trying to like nail down when it would be perfect for right now. As it starts to head from winter into summer and you're having those nice mild days, perfect. All right, top 5 time. Before we hit number 5 though, some codes. And these codes can in fact save you some money. So I've got a bunch of different codes here across a bunch of different discounters. JOMASHOP, Fragflex, The Perfume Box, Beauty House, Gift Express, and more. I just popped my thumb. Anytime you shop at these stores, use these codes, save yourself some money, whether you're looking for designers, clones, or niche. Number 5, going Eros Flame. Yep, Eros Flame. Yeah, this is a fragrance line that over the years, I've grown to appreciate more and more and more and more. And it's not that I didn't like it originally. Like when the very first Eros came out, I bought it like right away. At the time, I was just like, man, that's a cool bottle. That's essentially, it was my thought process. The big brain. And also I was a fan of Versace. Like I really, really enjoyed Versace at the time, just in terms of like bang for buck, you know? They were even cheaper back then. And at discounters, man, you could pick them up for nothing. Versace Man Eau Fraiche, Versace Pour Homme, you get the deal. So yeah, I wore Eros CDT a lot when it came out. And then like the Eau de Parfum came out and I thought that was better than the Eau de Toilette. And the Parfum came out and I was like, even nicer. And Flame was kind of like, with all this going on, like the redheaded stepchild, which it is in a red bottle. And when I first wore Eros Flame, I was not immediately sold on it. And then I gave it more wear, I gave it more time. And eventually I was just like, this stuff actually rules. Yeah. It still has that Eros vibe, but to me, the sweetness is not as like synthetically kind of in your face compared to the original. It's got Kinoto in there. It has like a nice light green aromatic touch to it that makes it better for spring. Great performance, you know, big attention grabber, just everything you could want. And it's one that I still love. Even though if you look up like the actual sales ranks, this gets crushed by the original Eros. This stuff is just as good, if not better. Number 4, Lucky. Yeah, 1 million Lucky. That's a good fragrance. That's real good. This one, a little bit ahead of its time, in my opinion. I was trying to get that to fit in there, it won't do it. See, that's good build, right? That's good build quality. That panel gap of the atomizer, you can't fit anything between that. Or actually, you just can't fit this stupid atomizer strip, it doesn't matter. But 1 million Lucky, this is, as I've said a bunch of times, this great mix of fresh, deep, and sweet kind of all together. So you have plum in here, kind of a honeyed nuance to it, but off the top, very fresh, lively, airy, ozonic. It's got hazelnut in there that gives it a little gourmand, cozy kind of sexiness as it dries down. Amberwoods as well. A little bit ahead of its time because, you know, a lot of fragrances nowadays make use of stuff like chestnut or glazed chestnut or toffee or caramel or hazelnut and stuff like that. When this came out, it wasn't done as often, so it kind of stood out even more, ahead of its time, even though it's not that old. And I feel like they should do something with 1 Million Lucky. Like, I'm not saying, you know, hammer it to death, but when you look at the lineup, the 1 Million lineup, this one still stands out. And I know a lot of people are like, no, just let it stand out, let it stand on its own. But I gotta say, if they did it right, I would not mind them doing some flanker action here, you know? That could be good. That's all I'm saying. What's weird though is instead of doing anything with Lucky, they came out with Million Gold, which a lot of people hated, and they were like, let's do a flanker of that one actually. Yeah, screw Lucky. Yeah, Million Gold is where it's at. It smells like body odor. Sick, people love it. Big brain. Top 3, Ralph's Club New York. No breakdown, not too complex. Citrus, black currant, which is the nice twist that this one has in the opening. Vanilla, woody notes, once again, lavender and geranium. You see those notes used a lot in men's fragrances. So the black currant gives it a little twist, a nice pop of tartness, and a nice balance to the sweetness off the top. Really, really fresh, easy to wear. The dry down, clean, classy, masculine. Just a really easy wear-in scent. That type of fragrance I can leave on my desk, have the only one be on my desk, and wear it 7 days straight, not even think about it. Number 2, Paradise Garden, Jean Paul Gaultier. If I were gonna pick the best springtime fragrance from JPG for me, it's that one. You could also roll with Le Beau Le Parfum, you could roll with Le Beau Eau de Toilette, but I think that Paradise Garden kind of hits all the notes for me. It's got fig in there, has coconut, super fresh, a little bit aquatic, green of course, clean, sweet, attention grabbing, just the perfect fragrance for springtime. It's fresh enough that even when it starts to get warmer, I can wear it, and it has enough density to it that even when it's kind of cold at the beginning of spring, I can wear it then too. And they did just come out with the new Le Male in blue, which is supposed to be, you know, like a fresher Le Male, more of an anytime wear. And you would think, well, you could probably use that for spring, and you could, but I think that fragrance is actually not all that impressive. I would go with this one. Oh, also they did come out with the new Le Beau Narcisse, kind of what I talked about earlier. I have one coming. I bought it off eBay for like $200 some, but it's not here yet. Number 1, Myself Absolute. So I know this is for some people a little bit boring, you know, Myself super duper popular, but this stuff works. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. If we're talking about something that I can wear anywhere, anytime, any place, formal, casual, day, night, all spring long, that. Really nice opening, ginger. Once again, I love the note. Mixed with a little citrus. It has that common orange blossom tying it in with the original Myself. Nice dry down, woodsy, good depth, good staying power, good projection, massive compliment puller. It is just about the king of versatility right now. So I'm gonna go Myself Absolute number 1. Because this is more so like things that I can see myself reaching for over and over and over and over and over again, that kind of vibe. So I gotta put that right there. So there we go, that is spring 2026. I don't know about you guys. I mean, some places, you know, you don't really get like hardcore winters, and to be fair, I don't get hardcore winters here, but I'm ready for some summer days. So, you know, spring is gonna get us there. I wanna thank you guys for hanging with me here until the end. Let me know in the comments some of the things that you guys are gonna be wearing this spring. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.